thought I'd put the camera on as soon as I woke up, 5 a.m. Say morning, everyone. Morning. Winter's coming and it's cold. It's cold. I've got goosebumps. But, hello little boy. Did you sleep well? Before I do anything else, I'm going to make myself coffee. It's 2 days later now, and yeah, life just got in the way. But it's 5 a.m. again. I've got my pyjamas on, same pyjamas, and my boy snug. And I'm just going to make coffee. So as long as it's not raining, I will sleep with this little bit of my window open. It's very fresh in here. As you can see, if it is raining, I will close it, but leave it open about 1 millimetre. And just look in the front. It looks like it's raining inside my van. I don't know if that's... It's a lot of dust, isn't it? What is that? Is it an orb? Anyway, it's energy, it's dust, and this is coffee. Come on, kettle. I love this boy. I just love him. How cute. I love this time of the morning. It's gone 5 a.m. and my log burner's not on. It's really fresh in here. One step to being outside, really, being in my van in the morning. I need another coffee. My boy, laptop's on. There's my son, my gorgeous boy, my other gorgeous boy. I shall make a coffee and then I shall come and talk to you. I'm putting my fire on a lot more, just because of condensation, really, because, I mean, I got goosebumps and it is cold in here, but I totally love this level of coldness. But I thought I should put my fire on because, yeah, condensation's a problem. And this will help keep the van dry. Looks good, doesn't it? Condensation. Last winter, it was a real issue for me. It is an issue when you're living in a van. I didn't have a clue. I didn't know until it actually happened. So it's only just the end of, hang on, let's get out of bed. Just the end of October now. And it's already started being a problem. Whereas last year, it didn't become a problem until December. But I think we're going to have a harsh winter this year. Last year was mild. I'll just put the camera down. Bear with me. I just want to put my kettle on. Got that light in your face. Hang on. Is that a bit better? 2 lights in your face now. And then there's always the fun of finding a lighter to light my stove. There we go. If I can find my tobacco, which I just did, I'll be able to find my lighter. This is about 5:30-ish, and this is my 3rd coffee. I can live without anything, but I can't live without coffee. And where's my coffee cup? Oh no, you know what it means? It means I'm going to have to use this cheesy one that someone bought me. Don't come a knocking if the caravans are rocking. I've tried to give this cup away, but nobody wants it. Okay, coffee. So I just tip, if you're interested. Soy milk. You have to shake soy milk because it separates. And then I've spilt it everywhere. I love this. It's so fresh in the morning. Actually, I'll make my coffee, get back in bed, come talk to you about condensation because it's an arse. So behind here, behind my blackout curtain, oops, excuse me, you can see there's a bit of condensation. It's normally a lot worse than that, but because I slept with the little window open there, it's not so bad. There we go, there's my lovely kettle. Woo. Last night's warm, so it was warm, soy milk. Oh God, coffee. The drink of the gods. Right, I'm getting back in bed. Where's my boy? Hello, little boy. You've moved over. Is there any room for me up there? I think Foxy's cold because he just keeps edging closer and closer, don't you? So my first experience of condensation last year was when I noticed my bed was soaking wet. And I remember putting a post on Facebook saying, oh, I've spilt water all over my bed because it was drenched. And then it happened a second time. This was in December. And I thought, I've done it again. I must have spilt something on my bed. And I didn't realise. I think it was about the third time. And it may have been you guys that helped me work out, is it condensation, Angela? So the third time it happened, I'd had pulled over and I was having an afternoon kip, and I woke up and my quilt was soaking wet. Anyway, I realised it must be condensation. It was alien to me because my quilt was so wet I could literally wring it out. So, little boy, this year it started early. I was sitting in bed in the morning like I am now, and through my slats I had some drops of rain, or condensation actually, come down. Now my roof is really insulated. Between the wood slats and my van roof is well insulated, but condensation, it's like little rain clouds, and it will all gather. And even though it hadn't rained for 2 days, because it's not rain, it's condensation, it all gathers and it will find its way into the van. Now, I think it happens at night time. So when we're breathing, me and Foxy are both, we're putting a lot of moisture, a lot of breath into the air. It's gathering on the metal, on my windows, and then, like in a little rain bundle, a little bundle of condensation, it will find its way through. So, I mean, there was one point last December, if you've seen my videos, I'm sure I did post about it, when I had no power at all. I didn't have a split charge at the time. My leisure battery had become unearthed, and I didn't know, because I didn't know nothing about wiring them. And I had condensation. So my bed was soaking wet. As it got dark, which was around about 4 or 5 in the evening, I had no lights, soaking wet bed. Yeah. I don't remember it ever getting me down, actually. I remember just adapting. And then, of course, I had my split charge fitted. I found out that my leisure battery, I had to buy a new leisure battery because I ruined my battery. I ran it right down. And I got a split charge fitted. Somebody bought me a load of new bedding. And I didn't have a condensation problem after December. But I actually think that's because although I was in my van every day, in the evenings I was sleeping in somebody else's van. So I think because I wasn't in my van breathing and causing all that condensation in my van, I wasn't getting it after December. What are you doing, Fox? What are you doing, mate? Hang on. So this year I know about condensation, and touch wood, I will be able to keep on top of it. So ways to keep on top of it, just you need really good air circulation. So somebody drilled holes in the slats under my mattress last year, and I think it was because one of you guys, or a few of you guys, recommended to do that. I've got my my air thingy-majig, and also I'm sleeping with, I pretty much always sleep with a window open anyway. If it's not raining, that's fine. If it is raining, I'll still sleep with it about 1 millimetre open. good heating. You need good heating. So I've got my log burner. The trouble is I don't ever have my log burner on because I don't mind being cold. Even now I'm cold. I've got goosebumps, but it feels healthy to me. My poor dog seems to be freezing. But I'm going to have to put my log burner on a lot more because you need dry heat to dry out the condensation. Or you need a diesel heater. I remember being in my friend's van last winter. He had a diesel heater and he didn't have any problem with condensation at all. I mean, it's weird because my quilt was so wet, I couldn't believe that came just from condensation. But it gathers, it all gathers. So how to tackle it? Keep your van dry. It needs to be kept dry, and you need to do that with a good heating system. So, you know, whether you've got a gas heater, a log burner, or a diesel heater seems to be the best way to keep the van dried out. I'm kind of if I have condensation this year, then I will maybe get a little diesel heater just for condensation, because personally it's too hot for me. But I don't want it again. I don't want condensation on my mattress. It's not very comfortable. At one point last year, I had to sleep literally right on the corner of my bed because the rest of it was soaking wet. So what else? Another good way to get rid of condensation is go to Europe. So you're in a warm climate, and I would totally go to Europe if, one, I could afford it. Two, I wasn't scared of driving on the other side of the road. But actually the most important reason why I'm not going to Europe at the moment is because I've got massive instinct to hang fire and not go yet. But I've got a very big feeling that I will definitely be in Europe next winter. So yeah, basically just keeping on top of condensation. You need to have a dry van. And to have a dry van, you need to have a good heating system. And I did put my fire on quite a lot yesterday to try and keep the van, to keep it dry. You need good air ventilation. So I've got holes in my slats, I've got my airy thing here, and I've got my window open. Now I know that most people aren't like me, and most people feel the cold. So I think a lot, particularly guys, but also I have met women as well that have their heating on all night. There's no way I could sleep with my heating on all night. I just couldn't bear it. But I think if you do sleep with your log burner burning all night, I don't think it's very good for your chest, to be fair, or your diesel heater on all night, then the chances are you're not going to get condensation. The reason I get it is because I don't have any heat in the van. So I will definitely be keeping on top of it by putting my log burner on a lot more. I mean, we're in the UK, so we're going to get condensation. Of course, running your engine. I mean, every morning, if you live in a house, I remember I'd get up in the morning, go out to my car, and the windows would be full of condensation. But you just turn your engine on, don't you? And that dries your car out. The trouble is with the van and with the installation between the wood slats and the van, it does gather. So I could have condensation one day, but it won't actually start leaking through my roof until like maybe 2 days later, when it's gathered like little rain clouds. So yeah, it's a pain. Hoping to keep it on top of it this year and it not to be a problem. If it does become a problem, I will be getting a diesel heater. I'm getting a little one. I really don't want one though. I really don't want one. But then I remember I really didn't want a split charge. I didn't know what a flipping split charge was. Everyone kept going on about it. And then when I had no power, and I finally, after about 6 months of people saying, "Ange, get a split charge," I mean, it's the best bit of equipment in the world, split charge. I mean, the solar panel is the best bit of equipment in the world. It's like this magic magnet that draws the natural energy from the sun down into some little wires that keeps my leisure battery charged. But yeah, the split charge, what an amazing little bit of equipment that is. So now if my 150 watt solar panel ever runs a bit low, because my reading's on 12.1 at the moment, which is kind of lower, kind of, you know, it's at the lower end of the spectrum. I just have to put my engine on and I have to take my van for a little run, and that will charge my leisure battery up. So yeah, split charge and a solar panel together, really good bit of equipment. I think that's all there is to say about condensation. I'm sure you lot know a lot more about it. You know, it's damp, isn't it? And it's not nice. It's not nice to wake up soaking wet. And I'm really, you know, fingers crossed and touch wood, that won't happen. That won't happen again this year. But I am spending winter in the UK, so we'll see. I'll keep you posted. I've definitely got a love-hate relationship with instinct. That little voice that tells you what you should be doing, and you know that I can't ignore it. Like, I really would. I even messaged Kirsty the other day and said, Kirsty, should we just go to Europe? And you know I can't go. My instinct is telling me not to go, and I have to listen to it. There's times in my life when I've had to listen to my instinct, and I've had to go somewhere or leave somewhere or do something that I've really not wanted to do, but my instinct has been so strong that I've had to listen to it, and then normally find out a couple of weeks later why I had to listen to my instinct. And if I don't listen to my instinct, then I find out very quickly why I should have listened to my instinct. So my instinct's telling me stay in the UK this year for whatever reason. It's probably money, to be honest. I don't think it's got anything to do with Brexit. Maybe it's to do with, I don't know. I will let you know. I'll keep you posted as I learn. I was snuggled up. He's definitely cold. Yeah, instinct. So my instinct is stay in the UK, stay on top of condensation, and I'm going to do a video on how to stay warm and happy during the winter, according to Fire Angel. Why I don't get cold in the winter. But I'm going to leave it there for now. I feel like there's loads of other things I could have said about condensation, but I'm sure you lot can probably tell me a few things about it. And my next video, I've got a few ideas for videos. Somebody asked me why and how I went into van life. I will do a video on that at some point. I've been getting some work done on my van on the last few days. I will also be doing a video on that. So I'll see all you lovely lot soon. And what day is it? It is maybe Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye for now. Bye. Do you want to know what I think instinct is? So we've all had them moments where we say, I wish I'd listened to my instinct. I knew that. So I think instinct is our higher self, our better self, our ethereal self, our spiritual body, whatever you want to call it, trying to lead us into the right path, the right direction. And the reason I think that is because it was about 2 months ago. I woke up, it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up and I saw like a glitch in the Matrix, and I see how we were all stuck in a time loop. And like, I tell you what, it was absolutely terrifying. And I saw how there's no such thing as past and future. You know, like scientists and everybody says there's no such thing as time, but you never quite know what that means. Well, I actually saw it, and there is no such thing as past or future, and everything is happening at the same time. So we're like stuck. We're stuck in a time loop, yeah. It's not we're not stuck in like a Groundhog Day. We're stuck in like a Groundhog Minute. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like Angela, like me, I'm here and I'm here and I'm here. It's like parallel universes, like loads of a multiverse, and it's just all happening at once. It's really hard to explain, and it's hard to grasp because our brains are finite. And this is like, I'm trying to understand infinity, and we can't, our finite brain cannot understand infinity. But the only way I can explain it is it's like lots of layers, yeah. So we're stuck in a time loop, and time is only defined by like our sun, and our moon, you know, and our work schedule, clocks, obviously. So to get out, because I think we have to get out of the time loop that we're stuck in, and we have to keep moving forwards. And the only way we can do that is by listening to our instinct, because our instinct knows, our higher self knows how to get us out of that. Now, we always get another chance. Like, if you don't listen to your instinct, you do get another chance to listen to it. However, if you don't listen to it forever, eventually you die. And then I don't know what happens. Maybe you come back and you have to do it again. Because I really saw a couple of months ago how we are stuck in a time loop, going round and round in the same circle. So, you know, a lot of it's to do with, on a very simple level, our mindset. It's like breaking down our mindset and trying to do different things, keep moving forward, because I think we have to keep moving forward to break through. I don't know if it's like different dimensions, so we have to break through the different dimensions, and the only way we can do that, or parallel worlds or whatever, is to keep moving forward and not to keep going round in this time loop that we're all stuck in. Time is an illusion, and I don't know how to explain it, but I saw it and it was absolutely terrifying. You know, like when you say, oh, I think someone's just walked over my grave, because you get like your hair stand up and you get that goosebumpily feeling. I've always thought that when I've said someone's just walked over my grave, that somebody actually has, in another dimension, if you like, or parallel universe, or in another lifetime when I died, somebody did actually just walk over my grave. So I don't know if this is making sense. So to me, instinct is our higher self trying to move us out of this time loop that we're all stuck in, going round and round over and over again. I think it's a little bit like deja vu. You know, when you have a deja vu and you go, I've been here before, I know this. I think it's like a caution, or it's your higher self, or it's a glitch in the matrix that is telling you you've done this before and now you need to do it differently, because we need it to keep moving forward. It reminds me of Einstein's quote when he says, to stay balanced, life is like a bicycle, to stay balanced you need to keep pedaling forward. And I know, for me, to feel like, to stay balanced for me, I do have to keep moving forward. But I don't think you necessarily have to keep moving forward like live in a van like I do. I think mentally you have to keep moving forward, because there is no such thing as time. It really is an illusion. And the only time that we have is the moment, is right now. And I think the more you listen to your instinct, the more you develop it. And that's what it means when it says live in the present moment. You know, don't think about yesterday, don't think about tomorrow, but live in the moment, because then we kind of, it's like an organic, we like sort of, we manifest it as we move through it. But yeah, so there's no such thing as time, and I think your instinct is to help us move out of a time loop, because we really are stuck in a time loop. And when I saw it a couple of months ago, I kid you not, it absolutely shit the life out of me. I was like, oh my God. And it was like I just saw how I can't even explain it. It was like layers. Like there was Angela here, 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 and here. Like loads of almost parallel universes, parallel worlds, and just all going round in a circle. I mean, I still don't understand it at the moment. All I know is we're stuck in a time loop, and our instinct, which is connected, which is our heart, mind, body and soul, is literally there to help us keep moving forward, to get out of this time loop that we're stuck in. Yeah, crazy. Time is an illusion. Anyway, so that's my little waffle on what instinct is all about. I don't know if it made sense to any of you. It doesn't even quite make sense to me. All I know is we're stuck in a time loop. I'm now at Tesco's, and I swear on my life I've been here a million times already in my life.